Well, Rich and his staff has certainly worked overtime in recruiting quarterbacks.
Oh
It's
yeah.
you've got enough of them.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to be in the situation he was last year. He had to pull the red shirt of Khalil Tate. Khalil was the third youngest quarterback to ever start a game, I guess, against USC. He played really well in the second half against UCLA in the Rose Bowl. I mean, so good that he was smiling and the rest of the team was upset because they had actually lost the game. But against USC, he got the first touchdown, but then after that, things didn't go too well. And then everybody took a lot of heat for that. But he didn't have an option because Brandon Dawkins was hurt. And Anu Solomon was hurt. And he's since transferred, by the way. So he's gone. And so he picked up somebody out of Georgia. They say he's a pro-style quarterback. His name is Kahari Lane. He's coming in. Nobody on the West Coast has heard of him, but sometimes those diamond in the roughs, the stars of their team in the middle of somewhere no one's ever heard of, might end up being a star. So he also picked up a very interesting recruit. This guy, his name is Donovan Tate, no relation to Khalil Tate. He was picked number 3 in the 2009 Major League Baseball draft. He is 27 years old. He's coming in to go back to school. He had some off-the-field issues. He was on the Dodgers, on the Padres, but he never made it, past single-A baseball. I think single-A, maybe double-A. So he's coming in, and everybody's very excited. I mean, you have a man coming in to play. I mean, not that none of the football players are men, but, you have somebody who's been out there and has a lot to prove. Along with Donovan Tate, he's got his son, Rhett Rod, coming in. And Rhett knows the whole playbook because he studies it all the time and discusses it with his dad. So if nothing else, Rhett will definitely be on the right-hand side of his father, I'm thinking, calling plays or telling his dad to call certain plays. So that dynamic is going to be very interesting. And then we have Gunther Johnson, a redshirt freshman. Of course, Zach Werlinger is coming back as a redshirt junior. So it's really between Brandon and Khalil. We'll see what happens with Donovan. I think he probably has to get his feet wet, probably take a year to get in the groove. I mean, he was a star quarterback in high school. And we don't know about Kari Lane, but the summer is just started. Everybody's gone back to start, and the spring was very, very positive for Khalil. Brandon did well too. But Khalil had this, in the spring game, had this bomb pass to the end zone that was right, like threading a needle type of thing that got everybody excited. So he's taking everything really seriously.
So Shireen, if you could make the choice, who would it be, or is it too close to call? Do you need to see and hear a little bit more out of these two guys in August?
Well, I mean, I love them both. I mean, I'm just going to say that. I know I'm that kind of person. Brandon brings more of an extroverted personality. He loves to run the ball. I want to see him pass. So that's what it is. With Khalil, he runs the ball, and now he's got the message. He needs to show that he can pass. So he has some favorite receivers now, and he grew up with Devon Cooper, and he's been practicing with him at home because they both live in LA. So he's getting, some chemistry with the running back, J.J. Taylor, and so that he's known for a while as well. So I think Rich Rod always likes to go with what he knows, and he may start out with Brandon, but I think he'll just play them both for the first 3 or 4 games to see. But I don't know. I like to see Tate try.
You can catch all of Shireen Ryan's work there at Zona Zealots, the fan-sided network for Arizona athletics. Shireen is difficult to track down. I'm only able to do it maybe once every couple months. So I'm
covering basketball for Arizona.
Yes. So I'm glad to be able to get the conversation in. And the next time we get together, Shireen, you brought up a couple good topics for the next discussion with Rich Rod suffering through a down season last year, possibly being on the hot seat, and then also these darn late starts for the Wildcats.
Okay. You know me, I'm always ready to talk about my cats.
Good stuff. Thank you so much, Shireen.
You're welcome. Have a nice evening. Bear down.